already informed the court that there is no opposing of this matter. There are submissions that the state has. Firstly, the state has a bill that has been declared by the investigating officer. We would like to read that solution. I am an adult female. I am an adult male employed by the South African Police Service with service number 0529 599/8. I am stationed at the Gauteng Province Cold Case Investigation Unit at number 41, Budiso Avenue, holding the rank of a captain. The accused in the above matter, Kuvuke, is also known as Gogo Maweni, has previous convictions for the same offense she is now charged with. She was arrested and charged with assault with intent to do grievous bodily harm as per Freetown case number 35/05/2017. The accused was then convicted on the charge and sentenced to 3 years imprisonment, which was suspended for 5 years. It is upon this ground that I oppose that the accused be released on bail, in that she committed this offense while under a suspended sentence for a similar offense. In a case where the court arrives at a different conclusion, other than the one that I prayed for, I wish that the court should put stringent bail conditions, and also that the accused surrender not from opportunities to the state. That is all I would like to state for now regarding the court proceedings. The statement to which has been signed with the conditions, so they is implemented for its market incident. So, officers, the wish of the state is also in position of Article 69 of the accused, may read that motion. On the 14th of October 2009, the accused was found guilty of contravention of the Road Traffic Act, was sentenced to a suspended sentence of 2 years. On the 29th of September 2017, the accused was found guilty of assault. The sentence was 1,500 rand for 3 months imprisoned, and that was only suspended for 5 years. On the 24th of July 2018, she was found guilty of fraud. The sentence was count 1 and count 2 taken together for the purpose of sentence. 20,000 rand or 6 months imprisonment, which was only suspended for 3 years. Then on the 24th of July 2018, she was found guilty of fraud, and the sentence was together with the purpose of sentencing. 20,000 rand, 6 months imprisonment, which was suspended. Another count of theft on the 27th of July 2018, also taken together with the previous one. 10,000 rand, fine or 3 months imprisonment, which was suspended. Count 4 was of theft as well. 24 July 2018, also taken together with the previous one. Worship has separated hands in his hands, so if you want to do it.
I'll just be relating this fraud and theft mapping 2018. He says 2018, 4th of July. floor. They committed 15 hours previously. They printed again page 3 of 4, 2 of 4, 3 of 4. Count 1 and 2 taken together. That is a good page. And then the next page 3 of 4, that is a good. And then the same one, but then it says count 3 and 4. So count 1 and 2 taken together. Count 3 and 4 taken together. And then further in terms of section 276, 1H of the penal procedure, QC sentenced to 12 months correctional supervision. So it seems that in 2018, July the 24th, there was a charge of fraud, count 1 and 2, count charge of theft, count 3 and 4. So it's unclear whether it was 3 and 4 alternative, but it sounds like it was fraud 1 and 2. Theft 3 and 4.
Indeed. My inference from my cross to the place of record was this one case number, counts 1 to 4, 1 and 2, fraud, 3 and 4, theft. Yes, but it was one case.
One case?
Yes.
And then it was, I think altogether it was a 276.
The correctional situation since
and that 12 months.
correct. That is what I infer from the 69. Thank you.
Wanted to make that clear. Because there's a duplication on the clean page. And you need it. SAP 69 is not as from the screen.
As the doctrine was worship, the state will also like to submit that when considering whether it is in the interest of justice that the accused be released from jail and join the worship, that the court be reminded of the first appearance of the case. She was asked to worship, she was legally represented, and the legal representative informed the court she had no previous position, despite the previous position that had been. The state is of the view that the short of the proof was dishonest to the situation, and also to inform the court and the accused that the state will be given a charge of failure to disclose. The court should also take into consideration the assault of 2017. It is a similar charge to the one that this case is today worshipped. And the investigating officer also mentioned this in his statement, which shows that the accused before court has a propensity of committing offences, similar offences in that case. Just after 2017, where she was on a suspended sentence, 2 years later she finds herself having committed the same offence. This is something that the court should take into consideration when it makes its decision. Further to that, Your Worship, the state is in a position of an A1 statement, and just to reiterate that the complainant is well known to the accused, and after the incident occurred, there was threats that the accused uttered to the complainant. The state would like to read a short paragraph of the to the court. It is A1 statement reported by Kuvuke, paragraph 4. My sister Bali of 46, Salikanda Street in Hamini, heard the noise and then she came out immediately and she took me inside the house, seen myself. I then went to the clinic and my mouth was definitely cut. When I was at the clinic, my mother followed me and she was insulting me. They at the clinic telling me that she feels nothing and she has the money to bribe the police to drop the case. This is also some information that the state had able to take consideration in the ship. The threats that the defendant endured after this incident. That said, your worship, that is the state's submission.
And the conclusion, my please.
This is a schedule part of things. It is so that it's incumbent upon the applicant to prove on a balance of probabilities in the interest of justice, amidst a release in bail. Your worship, if we look at the papers that have been submitted to yourself, none of the personal circumstances contended by the applicant have been disputed by the state. Moreover, the fact that the accused is of ill health, she's pregnant with twins, she's not getting the medication, much needed medication, and you have used evidence in support of this contention. It's not a bold allegation, and this is accepted by the state. I respectfully submit, I refer you to State v. Huxley, State v. Sewella, and I have the full citations of the cases. If whatever the applicant states and is prima facie, and if the state does not adduce evidence to contradict and rebut, it becomes conclusive for purposes of this application and these proceedings. I submit with respect, what is it that you can say? And I'm not going to repeat everything that is said as part and parcel of the personal circumstances. Because it's not being against. It has not been disputed by the state. More particularly, the defense that the accused, or rather the applicant, has disclosed is a bona fide defense. Nothing was adduced from the state side to contradict the prima facie bona fide defense that the accused has raised. It's a Schedule 5 offense. The merits of the matter is not that important as it is in the Schedule 6. However, it's a factor to be considered. And this is the factor weighing heavily in favor of the applicant. You should be dealing here with a matter where the applicant, or rather this is common cause. This incident has transpired between known people 5 years ago. The arrest only took place now. The applicant stated she also filed charges. And it appears to be of assault and theft of a cell phone. Nothing came from it. The state is not disputing it because the state has not adduced any evidence to the contrary. I, however, do not wish to dwell on these aspects. It is clear that the state is not opposing it. They placed it on record. The state is not opposing that. I understand that this Honourable Court is not a rubber standard and is still the master of their own proceedings. If I may respond to what my colleague has placed on record. My colleague has placed on record an incident, paragraph 4 of A1 statement, which purports to be a statement proposed by the complainant. That statement has not been submitted as evidence. First of all, the prosecutors addressed as no probative value. And I submit this with respect. But even if it has no bearing on what transpired today and what is transpiring today. I respectfully submit that if there were any threats, Your Worship, there's no allegation that something happened to the complainant. If it in fact happened, it is clear and evident that it must have been empty threats. We, in actual fact, vehemently dispute such an allegation. With great respect. Your Worship, with regards to the previous condition, we dispute that the applicant was dishonest in this Honourable Court. We have provided you with an explanation. Is it an unreasonable explanation? Although she had previous encounters with the law, we're still dealing with a lay person. She's provided you with a plausible explanation. Is there any reason not to accept it? I respectfully submit there is not. Your Worship, does that have a bearing on granting bail? It can never have. look at, and I submit with great respect, the conduct of the applicant, her pre-arrest conduct. She was phoned. She said, I'm at my house. Or her husband was phoned. She went to Monday police station. She said, yeah, I am. She's got nothing to hide. She surrendered herself. She did not have to be arrested at her place of residence. How do you anticipate someone's future conduct by looking at the past conduct? And the past conduct is without any criticism. I respectfully submit. My little colleague, from what I gathered, the investigating officer, although he prosecuted placed on record that they're not opposed to bail, wants to oppose bail on one aspect, that she has committed an offence of a similar nature.
Before we move on, can I interrupt?
Yes, please.
Let's go back to 20 January when you were on council on.
Yes.
And this court was in. The attorney of the court then said to this court, it is my instructions clearly that the accused then, because it was not violent, the accused has no previous convictions. Was not said once, was said multiple times. And when this court then asked the state, do you have a profile or is it 16 years? The state said, no, we do not have that as yet. But it was a conversation between the investigating officer and the state prosecutor, who then said to the investigating officer and said to the state prosecutor, these indications of previous convictions. The attorney then said to the court that should the investigations not have been finalized by the should the SAP 69 not have been, that is not possibility. But she already indicated that she's spoken to the accused and the accused has denied. And then we were talking about one previous conviction of 2017. Now the court is in possession of the SAP 69.
Which, as you very well know, is not.
And that is not. You are saying to the court now that the applicant was traumatized. But she went to the Mondia police station to hand herself over. What was her thinking when she handed herself over? What was it in connection with? And she handed herself over on Sunday at 3 o'clock. She appeared on the 20th, that is 19th. She appeared on Monday the 20th. I cannot remember the time that she appeared on the 20th. Did she forget between the 19th and the 20th? And she had been given police conditions.
Your Worship, I think what we're trying to contain from our civil solution is when she approached the Monday police station, she actually went there to find out why is it that they're looking for.
Because nobody was 5 years ago something.
As a result of the arrest, she never expected that she would be arrested. That is continued to establish as well. And as a result of the arrest and the subsequent detention, pregnancy, she started bleeding. That is attention in my instructions. And I was confused that her version was that she indicated to the then legal representative that she might have, she cannot remember. And then it was interpreted.
I'm going to disagree. I'm going to disagree with you.
Yes.
The legal representative said to this, it is my instructions.
Yes.
From the applicant,
Yes.
she does not have any previous convictions. And the state is not in possession of the 76 months. The investigating officer is not here. He left. And remember, the accused upon arrest on the Sunday, she is informed what she's arrested for. So she knew on Sunday she's arrested for assault, where the detective was business bodily harm to the complainant. So she knew on Sunday this was what she was arrested for.
We apologize for what you think was a misunderstanding.
Okay.
It is so.
So yes. Then the court then heard there's a previous conviction in 2017 for also assault to marriage. And then today, the P69 shows fraud. What does fraud entail? What's the one word that fraud entails? Dishonesty. Dishonesty. What's the element that this entails today? Dishonesty.
Well, that is now,
so we are now sitting in a position where the personal circumstances, yes, I agree, struggle, family, anything, 100% and she has caused all of this because of her dishonesty.
Your Worship, the thing about the element of dishonesty, as I've said, the explanation that he is right. The remedy, Your Worship, for the second instance, and my colleague has placed it on record, that they're going to add a charge, or even open separate life.
That's what we need. That's what definitely remedy.
Yes.
This.
Yes. And that will remedy.